Good morning. Hey, ladies. Welcome, welcome. Hope you all are having a great day. So excited to see you all. I know that everybody's nerves are probably a little bit, you're probably a little bit overwhelmed at this point. It's totally normal, totally expected. And let me make sure I'm recording. Hang on just a second. All right, there we go. All right, and so, hey everybody, so excited to have you here. All right, we'll go ahead and jump right in. I just really want to help you calm your nerves on this Monday. I know how overwhelming it is. I know there's tons and tons of information, and you're like, I don't even know where to start. And so what I am going to do is I'll be giving you tasks daily on our Facebook post threads is what I call them. So like it'll say Monday morning, blah, blah, low carb day. Tuesday morning, low carb day. That's where you will post everything, any questions you have, just like you've done today where you were, writing your introductions. Y'all did it beautifully. Typically what happens is I have tons of people who will just write all over the page, and that's fine too. It's day one. I had no idea what a thread was when I started all this time ago. So all right, so just a few things. I want to make sure that you are good. Let me make sure everybody's muted. I'm getting some feedback. All right. So even though it has been one full year since I became a client, I will never forget the excitement and the nervousness that I had prior to getting started. I'll never forget the overwhelm. It was a good overwhelm, but I felt like it was like, this massive mountain in front of me. And I thought I had to take it all on during prep week and perfect it. Please, please hear me. Take one bite at a time. That's it. One bite, then the next, then the next. Each of you have shown up today with a different experience, with different background knowledge. There's nurses here, there's teachers, nurse practitioners, stay-at-home moms. I mean, you name it, we're here in this group. And so there are people who have tried this particular program and that particular program. There's people in this group who've done gluten-free lifestyle, who have done dairy-free, who've done paleo, Whole30, low carb, no carb, people who've done CrossFit, who've done Orange Theory, aerobics, they've distance runners. Here's the point. We are all in different places and we all come from different walks. Some of you will know things and will just, catch right on to some of the things I'm talking about and how to implement it. And some of you will be clueless like I was. I mean, I didn't know how to live this lifestyle gluten-free. I didn't even know what that was. So it is okay. It is your journey, and I don't want you to be overwhelmed and think like you have to do all of those things today, next week, or even in the next 6 weeks. I have women who are finishing up their 12-week round, like they've done multiple rounds with me, and they've still not implemented all the things. Like maybe they don't do a dairy-free lifestyle. That's your choice. The faster way to fat loss is a whole foods nutrition, gluten-free, dairy-free program. But you are grown and you get to implement it as you choose. Now, if you truly want to see your health and wellness make a radical transformation, I encourage you to stick to the guidelines, but I can't force you to do that. And also, I want you to enjoy this and for it to be something that you can sustain the rest of your life. That's the point. So again, I'm going to give you just some little steps of advice. And then Thursday, we will really dig in and talk about how many carbs you can have on Monday, Tuesday, how much fat you should have on a Monday, Tuesday, what regular macro day is all about. I'll really go into detail then. In the meantime, though, I don't want to do that today. I want to wait until Thursday. I want you to read through your guide, and I want you to really let it simmer. And then on Thursday, when we have our live call, I want you to come back and let's really ask these questions. Let me explain it to you, and then get our next week rolling. All right, so here's some advice for you. This will be really brief. First thing that I can tell you today is take a deep breath, all right? Because I don't want you to be stressed. It's really not good for you, and you all already have stress in your lives. I'm sure you do. I mean, we're moms, we're business owners, we're working full-time jobs. You don't need to add stress to your life by feeling like you have to be a perfectionist at the Faster Way to Fat Loss, because you don't, okay? So my type A people, hear me out. You do not have to get all the things right today. Take a deep breath. Number 2, and y'all, this is so valuable. The comprehensive guide that you got in your very first email, okay? And if you can't find it, all you have to do is look at the portal that I gave you, the login. It's there as well. Now, I actually printed mine out and put it in a binder because that's just how I operate. I wanted to go through and highlight everything. That guide is valuable. Almost every question you have can be found in there. And, you know, a lot of times clients will read over it the first time and kind of get the gist of some things. Reading that guide multiple times, and this is coming from a reading teacher too. I mean, if there's something you're unfamiliar with, the more you read it, the more likely it is to sink in. So I encourage you to read it multiple times. Number 3, the welcome email that I sent out yesterday, follow those instructions and get your MyFitnessPal set up and watch the overview of the program by the creator, Amanda Trash. She did a video on that I sent to you. Number 4, look at the daily posts that I make in our private Facebook group. Those are they're like your instructions and your education. Any announcements that I have, like live videos, y'all, these live videos are oxygen. Your Facebook group is oxygen. Do not neglect our group, okay, or your group. It is so valuable. If you really want to get your $199 worth, this is where it's at, because this is where I educate you. This is really what you're paying for, okay? Number 5, day by day, bite by bite, step by step. And suddenly you're going to be in this place that you never thought possible. And it's funny because we say suddenly, but it's really not suddenly. No success happens overnight. We think of it that way, but it doesn't happen overnight. It takes showing up every day and trying, just giving some effort. That doesn't mean you have to show up daily and expect yourself to be perfect. I don't expect that of you. I am not perfect, okay? So again, you know, my type A friends, and I can relate, go ahead and know that you're going to be extending yourself a lot of grace, and you need that, y'all. Like, we're so hard on ourselves, but you will realize that perfection is not attainable. You already know it anyways. It's hard to accept. But here's the deal: we are all on a journey to better health and wellness, and that, you know, some days you're going to score big, like you're going to nail it, and then some days we're just going to be human, right? It's not that we're going to fail, because you can't fail unless you just quit everything altogether. Unless you just said, I'm done, I'm not doing that, I just made Crystal a $199 donation, then you fail. But as long as you show up and try, I don't care if you're just doing one thing, you will not fail, okay? And so give me something. Number 7, the program is meant to be gluten-free and dairy-free. Again, this is your journey. So if you want to tackle it all, go for it. But if it overwhelms you, if you're simply focusing on whole foods, fruits, veggies, meats, beans, so anything that comes from the ground, a fruit or a vegetable, they're grown from the ground, right? Or trees, which still comes from the ground. Or if it has a mother, so your protein sources, fish, beef, any kind of protein source. If you're focusing on whole foods nutrition, the majority of the time, you are eliminating gluten. Now, dairy, you got to be a little bit more careful with that. But, you know, when I first started the program, I completely did away with gluten and dairy for 2 weeks. And then slowly I start implementing it back in, especially dairy. And I had a food sensitivity test done probably 2 or 3 months ago, that I've always had sinus, like drainage and stuff like that, and never really any tummy issues, but I am the most sensitive, like way over sensitive on dairy. I can't remember if it's called high. I think it was just called high. Moderately sensitive to gluten. So Almost every person is. And we just don't digest those foods very well. They cause inflammation in our bodies. So if you're focusing mostly on whole foods nutrition, you're getting rid of those things anyway. It's not that you can't ever have it. It's not that you can't ever have it. So that, and I don't want you to feel that way, because if you feel like I can't ever have this, that's when you throw in the towel. And I don't want you to feel that way. Okay. So just focus on whole foods nutrition. It comes from the ground, has a mother. You'll hear me say that a lot. Number 9, do not feel obligated to rush and clean out your pantry today and go to the grocery store and restock. Now you can, and I'm not going to discourage that, but I also don't want you to feel so overwhelmed that you think like, oh my gosh, I got to go like trash everything and start over. You don't have to do that. Next Monday is our official start date. And at that point, I want you to be more on track and ready to rock and roll with what you're going to eat. But what I really encourage you to do this week, okay, get your MyFitnessPal set up, and I want you to track foods that you would normally eat. If every Monday your family has burrito bowls from Cercheros, if every Monday your family has fish and shrimp and grits, I don't know. Track that in your phone. Just track what you would normally eat. And let me show you this. There is a, when you set up MyFitnessPal, and if you have not done this yet, watch the tutorial, but let me show you, there is a barcode. If you click right here, hold on. When you're on your nutrition right here and you click add, you can click that little barcode. I don't know if y'all can see it, and you can scan the barcode on the back of your food item. All right. Now, I'll get asked this question: do we have to weigh our food? Well, if it's meat, I would encourage you to weigh it after you're done cooking it and put that in. You can scan it prior. That's what I typically do. You can add recipes on MyFitnessPal. You can import recipes from the web on MyFitnessPal. So, you know, any particular recipe that you make every week, you can scan it in on MyFitnessPal. Google is your friend. If you want to Google how to do that, I can also help with that. I'm not super great because I'm typically just scan by item. But let's say today you go to Cercheros tonight and, you know, or Chick-fil-A. Let's say Chick-fil-A. You can type in the search bar Chick-fil-A, whatever it is that you're eating, Chick-fil-A, 8-count nuggets or 12-count nuggets. It'll pull it up. You select it. It adds it to your MyFitnessPal log. Most restaurants can be found in MyFitnessPal. Now, there's also a, it's called a nutrition calculator, okay? And for most restaurants, they have that as well, like Cercheros. When I go to Cercheros, I was going to see if I could chat it. Let me type this in. It's called a nutrition calculator. Okay, like for Cercheros, when I go there, I'll just Google Cercheros nutrition calculator. Okay, and you can go in and actually select exactly what you're going to have to eat. It'll break down, like on your little nutrition label, it'll break down your carbs, your fats, your proteins. Now for that one, I manually have to add it. But for most restaurants that are a chain, you know, or the Cheesecake Factory or Zaxby's is on there. I mean, there's pretty much anything you can think of already in MyFitnessPal. So you will learn as you go. You will learn as you go all of those little tips and tricks. And I'll be showing you all those things. I don't want to tell you everything today and you be like, woo. The next thing is, let's see. So, trying to find, I lost my little list. Again, you will, the biggest tip I can give you this week is to track what you would normally have and where you normally are. Now, if you're like, no, I want to get started today, I ain't holding you back now. You go ahead and go full force if you want it, sister. Do it. I mean, like, I want you to. But I don't want you to feel overwhelmed at the same time. So make sure you get your measurements into me ASAP. You'll fill that out on your client assessment form. and make sure you get them accurately, because at the end of 6 weeks, I'm telling you, you're going to want to know. Please remember to write those down. If you forgot, it's okay. But please, please try to write those down, because it's a booger to sort through all of them to find them again. Write them down in a place where you won't lose them. If you have a journal, a planner, write them in the front of your planner or something where you won't lose them. Get somebody to take your before photos. This is the most painful part for people. It was for me too. I was like, what? I don't want to be sending my pictures to people. I don't even know these people. But I did. And they didn't do anything with them because I didn't give them my permission to. I can do something with them, but I have a lot of clients who are so willing to let me use their testimonial before and after. If you do not, I will never use your information or your pictures, okay? The ones that I share are people who have told me that's fine, and that they are willing to share. And most of the time, by the end at 6 weeks, people are so proud, and they love this lifestyle so much, they want to share with the people that they know, love, and care about, and that they know need this lifestyle. So y'all, you will have many questions. You are not unique in that you will have many questions. Your brain will be on overload. You're going to be fire hosed with all the things this week. You can't throw in the towel. I don't expect you to get it all today like I've told you. And I don't want you to put that expectation on yourself, because that is what's going to make you want to quit. So I don't want you to feel that way. Again, the questions you have, go to your comprehensive guide first, because most likely they are there. Second thing though is this week I will post an FAQ file. Some things that may not be answered in your comprehensive guide, like what can I have in my coffee? Let's see, like I'm trying to think of what else I have in the FAQ. I can't even remember right off the top of my head. And then you write down any question you have, make a list of questions. I'm going to host a live call on Thursday where we really deep dive into all the things, but also know that you can ask on our group page in the daily thread. Try to keep your messages on the daily thread. If it's something, related to the program, as far as like, can I have this? Can I have that? Is this allowed? Is this not allowed? Put it on the group thread, because everybody else is going to be asking the same thing. So if I answer your question, I'm probably answering 10 other questions. So don't private message me those type questions. Again, the question you have, someone else probably does. All right, and then here's this. My word for this year is boundaries. When I started coaching in April, I was still teaching at the middle school, and I'm not even gonna lie, I let this consume me, and I'm still not super great about it. But I'm just telling you, my clients have never expected me to be a robot. It's me. I put that expectation on myself, just like I'm telling you not to do about, going out to the grocery store and buying all the things and doing all the things today. I know this because I'm that person. So I get it. Know this, my response to you may not be immediate, because I am not a robot, and I am not going to sit here in front of this computer all day, every day. I do have a family, and I have a husband and a life too. And I know you know that. This is me saying this for me, for Crystal. But if I have not responded in 24 hours, it's because I didn't see your post. Somehow I got overlooked. Typically I respond within a very small time frame, not immediate, but a very small time frame. But if it's been 24 hours and Crystal has not responded, tag me again, because I promise you I did not miss your post intentionally. I promise I didn't respond, that I did not respond intentionally. So again, our Facebook group page is Oxygen. Please, please stay checked in. We will have live calls. We don't do them all the time. We have the one today. We have one Thursday. We have one Monday in week 1. You won't have a live call during week 2. Typically, I'll do one around week 3, and it's brief. I do one in, I think I do one in week 4, and definitely in week 6. But you always get this ahead of time. You'll get an email. It will also be on your daily thread. Typically, I'll post it a week ahead of time so you know what's coming, so that you can write it on your calendar. Now, I know everybody has different work schedule hours. You do not necessarily have to be present for the live call. I always post the replay the following day in our daily thread, as well as I'm going to really try to send it in an email as well. We'll see how that goes. So definitely watch the live calls. They are so fruitful. What we do in the Faster Way to Fat Loss is counterintuitive. It is truly everything you heard your whole life. Most of it will be debunked in this program. You know, you've heard eat less to lose weight, work out harder to lose weight. And we eat more in the Faster Way to Fat Loss. We eat more of the right foods, not less. We work out less, not more. We have rest days, which I thought was a sin, you know. We eat carbs, and we pair that intentionally with an effective workout, and we eat a lot of them. Now, you may choose not to work out. I probably have 25% of my clients not work out. Totally fine. It's your journey. You will hear me say that over and over again. What Susie's doing, you don't have to do. And what Amy's doing over here, Susie doesn't have to do. It is your journey, okay? Make it work for your life and your schedule. Nutrition is by far the most important thing you will and can do in the Faster Way to Fat Loss. So I'm interested in seeing you lose weight, but I am far more passionate about your whole health and well-being. The Faster Way to Fat Loss will provide you with major health benefits if you stick to the core of what this program offers. You know, we can all deviate. We can all eat some, you know, gosh, through the holidays, I didn't do well. I tracked, but I didn't eat the best choices of foods. But I know what to do to get my tail right back on track, you know, and that's the beauty of the program. And I'm concerned about your health. That's what I'm most passionate about. You'll lose weight, no doubt. You'll lose weight. You'll gain energy. I'm just interested in your whole health. This is it, y'all. You're in the best place for your journey of 2019, your health journey. It's the Faster Way to Fat Loss is revolutionizing, and I can't wait to hear you winning, to hear your successes, and to see your lives changed. The plan is absolutely effective. Don't doubt it. I'm giving you some tough love right here for a minute. If what you were doing was working, you would not be here. And I was the same way before I signed up. What I was doing was wearing me down. I was weary. I didn't feel like it was effective. I had a family, and Mama didn't have time to go to the gym for hours anymore. Like, I didn't want to go and run 3 miles every day. It wasn't working for me anymore. And so I needed a plan. And as humans, we crave structure. We crave that plan. And so, you know, no one likes confusion and chaos and trying to fit the pieces together, Googling, searching on Pinterest, you know, doing all these things. And so same with you. There was something you needed to do differently because you signed up. And so mindset is everything. It's easy to go back to what you've always done because it's what you know and what you've always done. It's just like default. You always just default back to what you've always done. Mindset is key. A positive mindset is key. And I want you to get to the place where you say, I ain't ever going back to how I was prior to the Faster Way to Fat Loss. That's what I say. Like, I am not. I love this lifestyle, and I'm so excited just to do this with you and to watch you transform the way you think and the way you feel and your energy and just all the things. So, this is day one. All right, do y'all have any questions? Because I actually do have some time left. It always, it'll give me like a remaining time. I'm just so thankful all of you showed up. Everybody take a deep breath. It's going to be a great year, Miss Lisa. It sure is. Thank you for the encouragement. Y'all, anything that you have posted on our thread for today, again, I will hop back on live on Thursday, and we'll do this thing again where we dig a little bit deeper and talk about, you know, more specifics. And so thankful to have you here, and I hope y'all have an awesome day. I will post this video as a replay. So anytime you want to come back and watch it, you can. All right, I'll chat with y'all later. Bye.